we've got 12 weapons in the game. 11 of them are guns. There's one special weapon, the sledgehammer. All the guns have 2 upgrades to them. We imagine on a first playthrough, you'll hit second upgrades on some of the weapons, probably first upgrades on almost all of them.
It's really fun to blow stuff up, and the Magnum is a great example of that, where one of the upgrades is the tags that hit the wall, projectiles that stick on the wall that are explosive will split. Each one of them will have an explosive impulse. When you canvas an area with those, you'll see bodies fly, you'll see body parts fly. You know, it's a gore fest.
So the marksman, with going to iron sights, I think one of the first things returning players from Resistance 2 will notice is that you don't have the scope automatically. When you pull it up, it's an iron sight. It's still very accurate, but it's a little bit shorter range than the marksman in Resistance 2. Secondary fire is a little bit different. It shoots out a little mini turret. It pops out and it'll scan around for enemies. The carbine was an interesting weapon for Resistance 3. We actually said we were pulling the carbine, there's no chance the carbine is going to be in the game. We found that players play with the more exotic weapons tend to really like our game. The weapons are one of the things that we really hang our hat on, and I think the carbine in Resistance 1 and 2 was the kind of weapon that you could, if you wanted to, play through the bulk of the game just using that. At first we were like, no way this gun's making it. We're pulling that out, we're going to make them play with our exotic weapons. And then we went back and forth, and ultimately we got it back in the game. It was a difficult decision of whether or not to keep it or not. Players, again, in that sort of a context that just wouldn't make sense in most other shooters, but that we thought, yes, it's going to be a really interesting, dramatic, different kind of gameplay that you wouldn't be able to see in a typical military shooter. Got some great effects on guys whenever you're hitting with the sledgehammer. It's got some good weight behind it. I don't think it's necessarily like the best strategic use all the time, but it's just fun. It's exciting to be like, all right, I'm going to go in for the vicious kill. Can I get away with it?
I think all of our weapons, we really are trying to hit the sweet spot of not just how are we going to make this a challenge, but how are we going to make this fun. That shotgun upgrade is, as you say, it's a game changer.
First upgrade, it sort of adds this incendiary flavor to the shotgun shells. The smaller guys like Grims and hybrids, usually with just one shot, you can set them aflame and watch them burn out.
It completely destroys most of our setups, but it's awesome, so we're going to keep it in.